I bet you didn't know how wild this week in the markets was. Well, folks, hold on to your monocles because this week in the markets was a wild ride. We had trade deals popping off like confetti at a banker's bonus party. The Federal Reserve did its best impression of a suspense novel writer, leaving us hanging on whether or not they'll cut interest rates. And let's not forget the always entertaining dance of stock prices. Some soaring, some plummeting, and some doing the market equivalent of the Macarena. In short, it was a week that would make even the most seasoned investor say, "What in the Wall Street is going on?" Don't forget to subscribe and share for more updates. First up, we have the U.S. and the U.K., finally burying the Brexit hatchet and shaking hands on a trade deal. This isn't your grandma's trade deal, though. This one involves tariffs on UK imports, with 10% on most goods and a hefty 25% on vehicles over 100,000 units. Ouch! But wait, there's more. The US, in a gesture of transatlantic camaraderie, dropped tariffs on UK steel and aluminum. It's like a game of trade deal twister, except nobody's quite sure who's winning yet. Meanwhile, across the pond, the Federal Reserve decided to channel their inner drama queen and leave interest rates untouched, holding steady at 4.25 to 4.5%. The markets let out a collective sigh of relief, having already factored in the news of a potential rate cut. But hold your horses, because the Fed also hinted at potential rate cuts later this year, maybe even 3. It's like they're dangling a carrot in front of a very impatient rabbit, that rabbit being the market, in case that wasn't clear. But wait, there's more rate-cutting action happening north of the border. Our friends in Canada have been slashing rates like a Black Friday shopper trying to get the last discounted TV. They've already brought rates down to 2.75% and are aiming for a target range of 2.5 to 3.0%. It's enough to make even the most frugal Canadian consider taking out a loan. Just kidding, Canadians would never. And in other news, former President Trump decided to grace us with his presence this week by canceling a Biden-era restriction on AI chips. The market, always a fan of deregulation, responded with a collective cheer. It's almost like Trump knew exactly what buttons to push to get the market excited. Or maybe it's just a coincidence. Who knows with that guy? Now let's talk numbers, because what's a market review without a healthy dose of confusing financial jargon? The TSX, that's the Toronto Stock Exchange for you non-Canadians, finished strong at 25,358, up 1.3% for the week. The S&P 500, on the other hand, took a bit